Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Welcome to another scene for Living World of Darkness, Range Across New York. Wherein we've decided that werewolves going shopping can't possibly end in tears. That's what we decided together. So there is quite the gaggle of chosen faces as they have departed Sept and gone into the city. 10 Point markedly devoid of antlers because that would be terrible. Why would you do that? And yeah, I guess they're going clothes shopping. I mean, Aiden's kind of taking point on this ridiculous outing. So you just take it away there, buddy.
Huh? Oh, yeah. Aiden's swaggering in, usual swaggering through the city streets, yeah, walking incredibly confidently. People probably passing by and wonder why his back is so fucking arched properly as he swaggers around the place, and we'll look over at 10 Point. Those leggings are ridiculous on you.
And 10 Point looks down, kind of, flattens the dress against her front for a second so she can, get a look at him from her angle. Glances back up again. Kind of shrugs helplessly. Looks over to Saoirse for help.
Saoirse, in all her glory, she's had quite a week, so she's just like in I give no fucks mood right now. She kind of looks at 10 Point stockings and looks at Aiden. Well, I think they look lovely on her.
I don't know. It's the boots. Just kind of gives her like look down. We need to get you them first. Looks over at Felix.
She just kind of shrugs.
Looks over at Felix. What do you think?
Yeah. Out of character, is she wearing heels? So I imagine she'd be like struggling to walk with heels.
Probably not. Let's be honest. It's probably just flats. So something that looks markedly close to a combat boot.
Thank God.
But no. We don't want to see what happens to 10 Point when she's in heels. It would be tragic, especially heels that tall and that narrow. That would just there'd be broken ankles. I mean, they'll fix themselves with a minute, but we could just not have that experience together.
Right. But yeah, no, Felix will respond to Aiden. Just be like, it's orange and black. It's Halloween. Come on.
I don't know. It's just
That could be our Halloween costume.
Razor raises eyebrow or what? Dressing up like a normal person. All right.
She nods. Yes.
It's a bit of a fucking Halloween costume. Come on, 10 Point. Let's go get you actually a nice dress.
She's gonna have a better Christmas costume anyway.
Oh shit! Yeah, smart. Come on. What? Oh, fuck, your name's not that. Come on, Iris. You know who this shit.
There's just like the kind of mumble. I thought they were nice, and yeah, she just follows along.
I'm so sorry. Saoirse really doesn't give any fucks right now. She's like, whatever.
Yeah, so the poor shop owner has to deal with first. The door's being dramatically kicked open as Aiden swaggers in.
That's a nice dress. Why would you do that?
Saoirse just shakes her head and is like, oh, of course he has to be so dramatic.
Looks at everybody.
She kind of scratches her head.
Looks behind him. Dramatic entrance. He just swaggers in and people will be staring at him.
This is why we don't get
She'll make a dramatic hand gesture towards Aiden like he has arrived.
Felix is just gonna tuck his lips in.
So Yeah, Aiden will look behind at Saoirse, who's far more experienced in the women's dress department than Aiden will ever be in his entire life. Well, come on, lady.
Which still isn't that experienced because she does not normally shop in places like this.
He'll turn, you know.
And Alexis buys her clothes for her and leaves them for her at her house.
So dropping the shades over his face, he'll look over. Well, come on then, lady. You're the expert here.
Expert? Okay. She just kind of walks in like, I have no idea what I'm doing. But sure, why not? She'll kind of, she's not overconfident like Aiden, but she is fairly confident. So she'll just kind of straighten up and put her shoulders back and lift her chin and just fucking store.
He'll kind of push Tempo in the head so she's following Saoirse and will like whisper into Felix there. We should stay close together, you know. Fellas in a women's lingerie department looks a bit weird, like.
Right. Yeah. Agreed.
I want to see Aiden try on lingerie. That's what I need out of character in this scene is Aiden to try on lingerie.
Aiden will like look over and go, although, you know, some of these are really fucking colourful. You can start to wander off on his own.
Now,
Yes!
hang on. And Felix like pursues. Off
Saoirse
camera.
looks at 10 Point. Saoirse looks at 10 Point and says, "Why are we even here? I don't understand."
And yeah, 10 Point is caught between like, you know, being attentive to Saoirse and just kind of glancing off as Aiden just kind of forges in a random fucking direction, and Felix is like, "Whoa, wait a minute," and following behind, and then looks back to Saoirse. Oh, we go swing dancing. And he says I need a better dress.
All right. Well, let's go find you a dress and then we can get out of here.
This is the tiny rapid nod, like, yes, please.
Do you think Sheila like this film?
Like Saoirse doesn't want to be in here any longer than 10 Point does, so let's just
You just hear from across the shop. Do you think Sheila like this, Felix? He turns around with the bra like pushed up against his chest.
No, fuck. Saoirse will glance over and kind of like craning her neck and just shakes her head and just links arms with 10 Point. Like, come on.
Felix just kind of casually walks over and squeezes his breasts like a bra.
His breasts. Oh my god.
Squeezes that push-up bra real good.
Yeah, oh yeah. Like with
So-
the tips of his fingers, so it looks weird.
Yeah, Aiden will like tap it as well. I don't know. It feels a bit. I don't know. She's bigger than this, so it feels a bit tight on me. Like.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, no, it doesn't have the same like oomph on it. Like.
Yeah. Oh no, there needs to be space. Are there oranges here?
I don't know. You know. Kind of like put it back as too much to Saoirse and 10 Point's horror realization. Probably more than Saoirse than anything. That is a granny bra he's wearing. He has no clue of the different bras because he has no remote idea.
I mean, I'm surprised he didn't just go for the smallest, like least coverage, most lace, shiny colors thing he could find.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm not sure. Saoirse kind of calls out. I'm not sure that your wife would appreciate a granny bra.
Oh, is that what it is? Oh.
Aye.
Oh, Jesus! You like mean like take it off, almost like just like shove it back in the thing, like almost disgusting, like ugh.
Oh, hello, Eden. And like Felix reaches over and peek.
Oh god, sorry, I got interrupted for a second. What the hell did you do?
I don't know. Oh no! What did you do? You cut out. I don't know what you did.
Oh, I cut out. Damn it! No. Felix reaches over and pinches his cheek. Oh, hello, Eden. Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Stare. I mean, he'd like reach over and like like give Felix a squeeze as well, and kind of just like, that's a terrible Mrs. Doubtfire impression, Felix.
I thought it was pretty good.
I mean, it's not too bad. You're not as eccentric. You gotta be a bit more lively. And then he like tap Felix's shoulder and point, much to like the girls will probably follow the direction. Now that is some fucking shiny underwear. And he'll start walking over.
Jeez, it looks like
It's probably
What's
probably
worse
one of
than
those
well, it's a
glittery
Like,
sequined.
yeah, pretty much. You just stare at it. Do you know what Felix do? Do they actually wear these? Like, because like, it's so fucking luminous. Like poking at it, like it's some sort of foreign substance.
It's interesting. I wonder if it itches. It looks like it itches.
Seriously, does this itch? You call out over, at her, pointing at it.
Does what itch?
The strap thing. Is that not itch?
This little triangle here.
Yeah.
She just got
10 points just sidles the rest of the way behind the dress
It
rack.
must
Nope.
fucking change something fierce, like.
no, not really actually. It's what? You know what? Never mind. She just she's gonna go. She's gonna act extremely interested in one of the dresses that is nearby, and just kind of ignore Aiden for a minute.
She'll turn and look over. He'll turn over and look at Felix. That's a yes.
Yeah.
That's a yes.
It-
That's definitely a yes. Yeah.
That's probably a yeah.
Mm. Do you ever bring Taylor to one of these places? You whisper.
And like,
You whisper this.
okay, there we go.
Yeah, I meant, he's like, did you ever bring Taylor to one of these places?
A gentleman never tells.
I mean, just shrug.
No, I haven't.
Oh, no. I didn't think you would. She didn't seem like this sort of... She seemed like she just bossed you around the place.
What? I don't know. She usually goes alone to these places.
I mean, it's understandable. I feel like I'm lost here. Like,
I do. What is that thing? That looks like a slingshot.
what? That's a thong, Felix.
Right.
Does she not wear thongs?
Why- Do I ask these questions about?
I mean,
And he
you
just-
don't... Like,
puts
you
his-
know, like...
He puts like his palm and all of his fingers on Aiden's face and like pushes it away from him.
I mean, it's just a question, you know what I mean? If you didn't know what it was, clearly you've never seen it before.
Aiden,
What?
what are you doing?
Smile.
What are you doing?
I'm just curious about the female underwear system, Felix. Like, look at this thing. Like, shaking one of the more frillier thongs.
System.
System, yeah.
Saoirse will look back over and she'll say, most of these underwear are not meant for comfort. And they don't normally
fuck-
stay on long enough to matter.
Then why the fuck would you wear them if they're not comfy? I mean, you can hardly be sexy and then uncomfortable. That doesn't make any sense.
It looks fucking awesome. That's why.
It does.
Exactly. It looks good. And you know that there are strippers that shop here too.
Oh.
Don't ask. Don't ask anyone.
I wasn't going to ask anybody.
Bullshit.
Do we know anybody who's a stripper?
Yes,
Yeah.
actually we do.
Do we?
We do?
It's been a while since we've seen her, but you remember Shaya?
Oh, that pink. She's a stripper.
Yeah. She told us.
Wasn't really listening.
Yeah, I see.
I mean, it was all that high pitched me. You know, it sounded like that fucking guy from the Muppets, man. Beaker, you know. I just didn't bother listening. Where the fuck's 10 Point going? You gotta follow after her.
What nice dresses! Yeah, Saoirse's gonna. Also, she's okay. Dress. We need to get 10 point, or we need to get a dress. Yes, a dress.
Yeah, Template has been making this slow tactical migration far away from the lingerie section. Like, oh look, a dress. Oh look, that happens to be a dress too. How nice. Oh look, this is also a dress. How do you even put this on? It's got more straps than fabric. You know what? I'll go a little further. Like, has just been slowly migrating.
Joe, I'm gonna ask Sheila, does she want a pair? like take a picture and like we'll be typing on this phone.
You should send a picture.
I have. Turns and is literally a selfie of him beside some song going, do you want one of these?
Oh.
I mean, it's nice to ask.
It is? No, absolutely. I'm not going to ask. I like this one.
Do you want me to buy you one, do you?
No, I have my own money. Thank you very much.
Oh, I see. Well,
Yeah.
I prefer personally the black one. I think it brings out that sexy oomph you're going for, Felix.
Aww.
Mm-hmm. Brings out your hips.
Yeah, but no, I like this one because it's like a pink Death Star with a heart instead of the little laser beam hole.
But this one's more like a tiger. Look at that leopard print. Rare.
Yeah, not nerdy enough.
Yeah, but it brings out that feline side to you that I know you have.
Not nerdy enough.
It doesn't matter about nerdy. It matters about you heard. It matters about the
Excuse me?
It matters about the sexiness, Felix.
Excuse me.
Well, nerdiness, but does matter some bits. But you maybe if you can find both.
This is it matters on this bit. And he like points to it matter of factly.
But like, well, I suppose. Seriously, which do you prefer for Felix? Leopard print or the Death Star?
Oh, the Death Star, definitely.
Yeah. Yep. And he's just kind of gonna fucking grab Aiden by the collar and be like, "Don't fucking point it out to Saoirse.
Why? She's a woman. She'd know more about it than us would.
She also doesn't know.
She knows you have a fucking girlfriend.
No, she doesn't.
Well, yeah, you're a good-looking man. What? You're probably banging like about 5 kinfolk. What the fuck is the problem?
You know damn well I told you a long fucking time ago.
Felix, just say you're smashing some fucking Shadow Lord's kin up, smashing her back doors in. She's not gonna give a shit. She's hardly gonna pry, is she? Go on,
I don't know.
say it.
I don't know.
Exactly that way. Exactly that way. Removes complete suspicion, Felix.
I'm gonna handle my problem the way I know how to. Thank you. Put this on your head. He takes the one that's not the Death Star heart one and he puts it over Aiden's face like a perv.
Aiden like snort. I'm just telling you, say you're smashing some Shadow Lord's kin's back doors and she'll be fine. As long as she's gonna care.
Why does it have to be the back? What is with you in that hole?
What? You kind of stare at him.
You know what I'm talking about?
Why do you do it that way?
No.
That's a yes.
No specifically came out of my mouth.
Nah, I prefer him on top, Felix. I'm not into that shit. It's more like a jockey. Do you know what I'm saying?
2 words, Aiden. Power bottom.
I see. Smirk over it, Felix.
Mm.
You hear that? Seriously, he's a power bottom. You look over with his big smile on his face.
Aiden,
She's-
not Aiden. Fucking. God damn it. Felix just kind of like looks over and nods matter of factly.
Saoirse, she shrugs, whatever, and she goes back to helping 10 Point find a dress.
Turns with his hands on his hips to fix. You see, she doesn't give a shit.
Good.
Yeah, good, great. Don't know why you're
Because
getting so
Because when she starts asking me questions, I'm gonna pour hot sauce in your underpants.
Or you could just tell her the fucking story I told you to do.
I could sodomize you with a chili pepper.
Why the fuck would you do that?
Because I'm mad.
What are you mad about?
Fuck.
Just say you're smashing some fucking kinfolk's back doors in. That's all you need to say, and she will ask no further questions.
Let me
Would you, Saoirse?
handle- Let Fuck. Hi, Saoirse.
She waves.
You smile. Felix is a bit embarrassed because he's buying underwear for his Shadow Lord girlfriend. He's smashing her back doors in, by the way.
I
So you
don't
know.
I don't give a shite why he would be buying panties. Doesn't matter to me. I'm trying to help her find
I didn't
dress.
think you would. Thank you. Sorry.
You turn back over. You see? Doesn't give a shit.
Fuck
Stop
you.
fucking overreacting. Don't swear
Shut
at
up.
me.
I will swear at you, damn it.
I don't know why you're getting so aggressive, Felix.
I have a secret and it needs to be kept.
It's not like we've just established she doesn't know.
No, you're fucking. God damn it.
What, you're a fella who can't have multiple women on the go at the same time? Jesus, I thought you'd actually like that alias for yourself. I fucking would.
It's a different time.
It's not like she's gonna find out. Just keep it casual, Felix. Don't be so
Yeah,
overreacting.
Fucking. What is Sheila like, huh? Does she like the tiger here?
No, she actually prefers really classy stuff like the pink lingerie over there. Do you see that one? Real kind of regal stuff. She likes that.
Oh, yeah. Why don't you go check it out?
I will. And I'll buy
Good.
it for her and everything.
I hope you do.
Good. Have fun with your Death Star underwear. Ugh.
Hope you ask me. Yeah.
Just dramatically spins.
Iris has been thinking shorter and shorter thoughts as this conversation has gone on and has blessed Gaia so many times that she has no idea what they're talking about for 90% of the conversation.
It's been mostly aggressive whispering.
I mean, Saoirse has acute hearing, so she probably heard. But she doesn't care. She's just like, whatever, I don't care.
Bits and pieces of aggressive whispering.
Yeah, she would have caught a few words here and there, but not the whole thing.
Maybe
And
caught
she's
some
paying
back door.
attention.
Maybe she's caught
Yeah,
Smasher.
smash your back door. She probably.
I
heard
mean, that part
like
got
5
yelled across
times,
the
and she's just
store.
like, "What is it with Aiden and back doors?" That is the question on her mind. What is it with Aiden and
just-
back doors?
You know, every time she catches a phrase, it's just Aiden emphatically saying, smash the back door in. Every time.
Yeah, every time. Only thing she hears is Aiden saying "smash her back doors" in Felix.
You know what? Saoirse, I'm gonna run with this. Saoirse's gonna look at 10 Point. She's gonna say, "I think Aiden wants to smash Felix's back door in."
There's a vague blink in response. Like a glance up from whatever dress happens to be in front of her. And yeah, she very clearly has no idea what the fuck she's on about.
If they look
She's
over,
just gonna nod. She's just gonna nod, notice 10 Point's confusion, and not elaborate.
if they look over in the middle of this conversation, just thematically, Felix is going to be looking at this feminine underwear with a hand on his hip.
Okay, that's probably gonna confirm Saoirse's. But she doesn't care. That's the point. She doesn't care. She's just like, whatever. And she's gonna hold up a dress. Look, I found one that doesn't show everything.
That seems promising.
And I think this might actually be good for dancing. And she'll just kind of, she'll hold it out to 10 Point. Go try this one on.
10 Point immediately takes this dress and glances around because she's fairly sure she's not supposed to change in the middle of the store.
No.
And while, there's been a lot of talk about underwear in this scene, 10 ain't got no panty line. Shit.
Yes.
So yeah,
Oh,
she
that's
kind of
fucking
looks
great.
puzzled as to where to go once she has it. Like, eager to go do the thing, but she ain't never been shopping. She doesn't know what a fucking dressing room
she'll
is.
lead her. You know what? And Saoirse's gonna realize that, be like, oh right, and she's going to lead her to the fitting room. And the person,
Yep.
I'm very certain that the person who is manning the fitting room is going to very quickly let them into one and get the fuck away from them as fast as possible.
This is quite probable.
And yeah, and you know what? Saoirse will go in there with her. She don't care.
No, yeah, and let's be honest, 10 probably needs technical assistance. Almost everything she has is like a pullover. So,
Oh yeah, for sure. So she'll help 10 get into this dress, and we'll just say that it's a very appropriate dress for swing dancing. Probably one of those pinup style dresses that
Yes.
flares out in the bottom. Let's say it's like black with red on it, because that seems like it would be her style a little bit. So be like, hey. Saoirse's gonna look at her after she gets the dress on, and she'll be like, you might attract some people with this.
She like snaps her head up and looks vaguely alarmed.
Not like, I mean, you're probably gonna get flirted with.
Comically, the anxious behavior continues. She kind of like reaches up, tucks her hair behind her ear, quickly untucks it because, you know what? The antlers are, the root of those is seated fairly high up, but no point in taking risks. Like, so there's like the nervous gesture, and then quickly undoing the nervous gesture. Are you sure? I don't think that's
She'll
Pause.
she'll notice her anxiety and be like, look her over. Well, it's definitely good for dancing.
That'll be a quick little nod. And yeah, she gives a bit of a spin, kind of makes sure that the skirt isn't an issue, isn't long enough to be something she can get tangled in, isn't short enough that it's going to show something it shouldn't.
Nope. It's very appropriate length.
Yes. And yeah, considering that Guru just have this knack for being of an appropriate shape, we'll say that they got a pretty good fit on the first go.
I guess I'm better at this than I thought. Just kind of like, yeah.
You are. Thank you.
Of course.
She actually kind of starts grinning.
Glad to see that you're in a better mood.
Things are better now.
And congratulations on getting Foster.
Thank you.
We'll say that very low. Of course, I'm very sure that nobody else is around in this fitting area.
Yeah, nope. Nope. People are like, I'm gonna go find a different size of this shit. Pew.
Yep. I don't need to try anything on right now. I don't want to go I don't want to go in that. I don't want to go there. So,
Yeah. The
yeah.
comedy will be when she actually manages, because they've got the tilted mirrors, to realize the open back. It's like scandalous. So she ends up canted around, kind of twisting to see, and all in all, seeming fairly pleased. So what? Why? I know those are girl things. Kind of gestures vaguely to where the boys have been tromping and rampaging. What are they doing?
Well, I think that Aiden is trying to find something for Sheila. And he's just being Aiden. He likes to be funny.
Blink or two. How does he know it'll fit?
She like open and closes her mouth. I think that he knows her body very well.
Tenpoint vaguely changes color and hastily nods. You're probably right. That's a very good point. So now what do I do?
Well, let's go show the boys the dress and get Aiden's approval, and then you can change back into your regular clothes, and we can buy it and get out of here.
There's a sage nod of agreement.
So they'll come out of the fitting room, and Saoirse will get Aiden's attention.
He's mid-looking in the mirror at himself. So,
I think we found a dress for her. You want to come look?
yeah, he'll turn like mid-hair swish and go, oh, yeah, of course.
Yep. Both. Yep.
Let's have a little wee look then. You like twist his head over at 10 point.
Yep, Tenpoint is standing there. Comically awkwardly.
Smile as he seemed quite relaxed.
Red and black pinup style dress that flares out the bottom.
Give us a twirl there, 10 point.
And she will do so. Steps the 1 foot back and does kind of the quick little ball of the foot spin.
Looks over at Felix. What do you think?
Do you like the color, 10 point? You seem kind of on the fence about it.
I don't. She kind of looks down. I don't know if there were other colors.
There's plenty of colors, hon. If you don't like it, you don't have to get it.
And there's finally a mild shrug. There's nothing wrong with the color. It's very distinctly like not necessarily 10 point, but I mean it'll match a black suit when he goes out to do the dancing, so fuck it.
It's not. Well, there you go then. If you're happy, then I'm happy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Kind of goes like, especially with the skirt that kind of flares out a bit, it is like periodically reaching down to kind of like smooth it down.
What about you, Minnie? He will look down at Saoirse because he's a good like foot taller than her.
Oh yeah, for sure. She'll look up at him.
What about you, Minnie?
What
You're
about
not getting a dress? You're not getting a dress?
I don't need a dress. Alexis has bought me I don't know how many dresses now.
She buys you your own clothes. Jeez.
Okay. Earlier today, before I came shopping with you guys, I went to find a pile of clothes on the bed today.
Shrug.
And it's probably about now, like as she kind of reaches up to fix her sunglasses that she's still wearing inside. Aiden would notice a ring on her finger.
His eyes will narrow a bit. He won't say anything. His eyes will narrow. Like he's like, oh, that's not what I think it is. It's that type of stare. Cool. Just shrug. Looks over Felix. Are you getting a dress, Felix?
No, I'm a man. I'm a man.
So, men
think
can
you-
wear dresses too. I think you'd look fantastic in a dress.
Not this man.
I think you look wonderful in a
Oh.
dress, Felix.
No.
She playfully pouts at him like, "Aw."
No. And he like points and he's like, no to you and no to you. No, no.
I mean, there is a men's department if you want to check out that.
I was thinking maybe something a little sexy.
Oh, this is a little hip wiggle.
Saoirse gets a look on her face like, I wonder how I would look in a suit. She would have to. She's so short. She would have to have a suit tailored, custom made for her.
You look over 10 point. Go on in and change, Hen. We'll pay for it when we're going. Give her a smile.
And there's a tentative smile back and a quick nod, and 10 point flees to the dressing room.
And Saoirse goes after her to help again.
There's like catches and zippers and things, and they're all in the back, and she doesn't understand why. How are you supposed to do that? But she, with some aid, she's out of the dress.
Yes.
And yeah, we'll return. We'll emerge in her original clothing.
Come on, Felix. There's a men's department. Let's go check ourselves out. Let's swagger in.
Mm-hmm. Felix follows along, and as soon as they get to the banana hammocks, he starts,
Banana hammocks. Oh my god.
peeking around all of the neat, tight menswear with phallic objects printed on the underpants.
Yeah. Aiden emerges about 4 or 5 times. Each time he asks, does my arse look big? I mean, slaps it as well. Very tight fitting.
That one, yes. That one, not so much. It's a good one. It's a good one.
I know, I like it. I like it. Makes my hips look good. Slaps his thighs again.
Mm-hmm. I'm just gonna try this one on.
Go on, Felix, go on.
Felix kind of shuffles into a changing room and strips down. And he comes out wearing a banana hammock with a lightsaber on it. Kind of nothing else. So
It's fucking sexy, Felix. I think I...
yeah.
Woo.
He's like, so? And 10 point looks over. Her eyes go wide. And she probably
And he's kinda
looks
like-
away again.
Doing jazz hands by his love handles.
Aiden will lift his phone up and snap. Perfect, Felix.
Good. Fantastic.
I'm sure whoever you're wanting to wear that for would be very impressed.
Mm-hmm.
Smiles
Felix
warmly.
immediately looks at his. Felix immediately pulls his phone out from behind him. We won't say exactly where it was kept, and
Oh no!
yeah, no, a few taps, and if you really want me to make the roll, I can. But
You're good.
okay, yeah, that picture's not going to be on his phone anymore. As he disappears back into the changing room, and forwards that picture to Taylor.
I'm sure this picture is met with much laughter, much enthusiasm. And the comment that he absolutely needs this underwear.
Yes.
Yeah, Aiden just kind of wanders off by himself, kind of staring at things.
As Saoirse looks around the men's department, contemplating.
Clearly the safest place for Iris here is very close to Saoirse, so she'll just kind of follow along that kind of at heel pace. because
Mhm.
it is too dangerous to go near the boys. They're being weird.
Yes, they are. Serge will look to Iris and uh, she'll actually just. Oh my god. She'll whisper. She'll be like, I know that they're weird, but she just looks back and just shakes her head, like, I don't. I'm actually a little scared.
I'm always scared.
She'll not. Fair point.
Yeah, it'll comically actually forget that he's not hasn't closed the thing properly. So yeah, you'll see him strip off slowly.
Oh my
Looks
God.
over at Saoirse and just gives her the eyebrow waggle. Like, what you see, him?
No,
As he,
put it back
Good.
on.
good. Fucking better not.
No.
fucking better not. Like covers himself as well. That covers his chest. That covers both his pectorals.
What with his
I
hands?
don't want to see your. I don't want to see your tits, Aiden. Put it back on.
Well, but they're lovely. He's just closing the door.
She shakes her head. Like, oh my god.
She looks back and 10 Point has turned bright fucking beet red and is looking over there. What's over there? It's not people stripping. Yeah. But yeah, she's just kind of comically obviously staring in a random direction and has turned bright red.
So you're just gonna pull 10 Point farther away.
About literally 20 seconds later, Aiden comes out exactly like this. What's the thing?
Alright, well, at least he's covered.
Where did you get all this?
Over there. He points to various accessories that he's brought.
Over there.
I grabbed the shades from there, underwear from there, t-shirt from there. What would the John Lennon look like? What do you think?
You look like one of our friends.
Oh, stares at Felix, like, even does the look that pulls the shades down and looks at him.
You know what you look like. Fuck off.
I should send this to William White to see what he thinks.
Hashtag switch tribes.
Take a selfie of himself. Proceeds to message William White and send it. Hashtag best.
It looks like. Serge is gonna look at 10 Point and whisper, he looks like a hippie.
Peace and love, guys. Just
She like cranes her head around. Is that what that's called?
She's gonna call it to Aiden. The 70s called. They want their clothes back.
I'm better looking than the 70s. Do you know what? Maybe I should go to Simon. Felix, he wink.
Do it.
Oh.
Oh, I will. I'm buying this. He just walks back inside.
Then we'll find some Viking apparel too, maybe.
I mean, we could. I was thinking that. I was thinking about there's like a wee shop. There's like a wee shop down there that sells the old-fashioned Viking helmets. I was gonna. He was asleep, right? And I was gonna put it on his head and then call Dallas over.
God.
Oh, can I be there for that, please?
Smile warmly. See, I think
I
about
want
work.
to be there for that, please.
I was thinking about getting Dallas a Viking helmet and just putting it on her head and just smiling at her.
Can we write something funny on the back? Like honk if you like. I don't know. You know, they're big. That one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They just kind of awkwardly stare at each other.
So, how about those sports?
I feel exchange with it. It's getting really awkward staring down at your large weapon.
Felix gives him the finger guns. Pew, pew. All right.
I mean, if you want, I could strip down too, Felix, if you want to.
If you're uncomfortable with only one scantily clad man in the room,
But you know what? He just started taking off his shirt. Looks over at Saoirse. But if two scantily clad men,
she's seen me naked before.
you see me naked plenty of times.
It's fair.
10 points got an ass case.
So
What's that over there? Way over there. She's just wandering off.
Saoirse will actually smile, and she'll actually go over to the boys and she'll say, "Remember, we're married." It just
How could I forget? And he like, if she's running off, then like, yeah, he'll take like a step as if he was about to do something funny, and then be like, "Oh,
Oh,
Oh, Saoirse, no, she's still there. She went
Oh.
over to them and she was like, "Remember, we're married."
oh, of course." And he
you two,
like
are, you two are married? Really?
links his arm with hers, and then like puts a like a silly like fancy hand on her arm.
She holds her head up and just very dramatic about it and just grinning from ear to ear because this is so hilarious to her. Like, she loves it. She turns to Aiden and she's like, "Yeah, remember when we got the hotel? Felix and I are married."
Mhm. Went on a honeymoon with a nice couple from Alabama.
That's right. She'll even do the accent. That's right.
You two are weird.
Mixture of Irish and Southern is so weird.
You two are weird. He just says he's walking over.
Oh, now I'm the weird one. Okay.
What's wrong with me? I've done nothing.
He's not weird. He's Irish.
She looks at Felix, drops her jaw, and just kind of smacks him. I'm Irish too. I guess I'm weird.
Yeah, Felix.
Oh,
Yeah, Felix, you should treat your wife better. Jesus. Does he always talk like you that about your marriage? Here? So I wouldn't tolerate that.
I see what I put up with all the time.
Oh, so I defend my friend. And not only does my friend attack me, but I'm going to sleep on the couch too.
You're lucky you're getting anything off her now, Felix. Jesus Christ.
Okay, Saoirse's dead now. She's like, okay, I can't anymore. She just starts laughing so hard. Like,
I'm gonna go change back now because people were already staring because of. And
yeah.
now I don't like strangers staring and then staring at my ass. So
I know.
but it's a nice one.
And like as he's turning to walk away, he gives it a smack.
He'll just lift his hands up. Don't worry, folks. Just two married couple arranging their honeymoon life. It's fine. It's fine.
Hashtag this ass.
That ass. Yes.
That ass.
That ass.
Yeah, he'll walk. He'll swagger over to the point. He'll swagger over to the point, fully clothed, thankfully. Like look over at her. You all right?
Yeah, she is like just kind of plucking at random pieces of clothing, like just shifting shirts along the rack because that's what people seem to do in here. And casts a glance aside and gives a light nod. Yes, I'm fine.
We should do this more often, miss. Like bonk her straight in the forehead.
There's a blink blink as she is bonked. Oh.
God damn it, Robbie. Yeah, we should do this more often.
Oh my god.
It's a faint nod.
As he looks over at Felix and Saoirse.
Supposed to be this loud?
No, we're not. But
Okay.
normally you're meant to be quiet and you sit there and one person lectures the other about how we should be bored and that's shite. But I don't think our group has ever been quiet about anything.
No, not really. No. Like glances around. The people have like given them such a wide berth at this point.
It's smile and ruffle her hair. Come on, we better get going.
Yep. There's a nod, and she will abandon her pretending to be interested in clothes, and still with the dress probably hooked over her arm, will turn about to follow.
Aiden will buy the hippie outfit because fuck it, I'm doing it.
Yes, do it. Saoirse, when Felix comes back out, is just gonna give him a hug, and
Felix will freeze for a second and then give her a pat on the back with a laugh.
and you know what? She's gonna offer him her arm and walk out of the store linked arms with him.
And he will do so with his chin held high.
Yes, it's fantastic.
Yeah, once they have all made whatever purchases and escaped this store without doing any severe damage to the store or anyone in it, which is really kind of impressive. Yeah, 10-point will glance between them. And I was going to say something, but it's just completely left my fucking brain, so I'm just going to quit.
So who's up for Starbucks? Is Aiden swaggering down the street?
Oh!
Yes.
And he points at himself.
Yeah. Saoirse raises her hand. Me, I want Starbucks. She'll kind of look at how she's dressed, and she'll be like, "Yeah, I need a pumpkin spice latte today."
I knew someone was gonna say it.
He just turns back. You basic bitch. As he's walking along.
Of course, I am proudly a proud basic bitch.
Jesus
And she'll strut down the street.
And as everyone's strutting, 10-point will lean over to Aiden and ask, because it has to be asked, "What's a basic bitch?"
Saoirse, he says as he's walking, pointing. Saoirse.
The lips just firm into a line because that was remarkably unhealthful. She won't ask again. There's no point. She gives up.
He just put his arm around 10-point and just smile. I'll tell you later. Not in front of Saoirse because she get all mad and she does her little puffy face when she gets all mad. It's hilarious. Watch. It's like an angry little leprechaun.
Yep, 10-point is roped in. And contentedly, we'll do the same. Just kind of lazily hook an arm around him. And turn to view this, because whatever Aiden is about to say, this might be hilarious.
So, Saoirse, do you think you can reach that counter when you're going in? With you being small and all that?
Oh my god. Sir, are you making fun of my wife?
Turn, smile. No, I was just merely making a health concern because a woman that small should be careful about approaching into large areas.
Health concern. About to be real concerned for your health, mister.
I am just saying, sir. They need a basic requirement. A child cannot enter an area like that.
Sir. Oh shit!
I smirked out a
You should walk up to Aiden and smack him.
Are you calling me a pedophile?
No. He smiles warmly as he's like rubs his face and points over 10 points. See that firm line? That's the Saoirse stare. Fucking brilliant to this.
Reaction, it works every time, and I hate it. She just walks in.
That's because I'm gracefully tall and you're freakily short, Saoirse. As he's walking over, like leans over the counter over her head and everything. To go order.
She growls. She goes, "Rrr." She growls at him.
Looks over. Do you hear that, Felix?
I did.
Sound like my belly rumbling.
It's because I need my latte. Back off.
Oh, there you are, Susie. Jesus, I didn't even see you. Jesus, sorry. You were so small, I just... Trajectory, you know.
Terrible. Terrible.
How's the weather up there?
That's grand, you know, at least I can actually see where I'm going. I mean,
I got
I know you have to
periscope.
direct...
It's fine.
I know you have to direct yourself and all that. It must be very challenging. It's like them survival movies, Saoirse. I really admire you, and he puts his hand on Saoirse's shoulder. Exemplary for all short people everywhere, Saoirse. He pats her on the shoulder as well, smiling.
I'm going to fucking kill you later.
Smile at her warmly.
Felix is gonna walk up to the bar. He's to be like, "Could I have a cup of water, please?" Like a second later, like he'll get a cup of water and he'll offer it to Saoirse with a you know what to do.
Oh, yes. She takes it and she throws it in Aiden's face like
10 Point, the wonderful defender that she is, jerks to the side to get out of the splash range.
Oh no, he doesn't mind. He just look at her. He just look at her, smiling again.
He's used to this. He's used to this shit from her. Like
Smiles again as he's telling himself off. I'm surprised you're able to reach.
wonderful
Hey.
wingspan.
Oh shit.
That was a hummingbird joke.
Oh shit!
I see what you did there.
You smile. Do you know what we should get her, Felix? Look over. We should get her a pogo stick. Could you imagine going around in a pogo stick?
Yeah, so I can bounce all over you.
It would be a new experience for you, being able to actually reach somebody and look at them face to face and not look at my chest the whole time.
What has gotten into you today, Nipple?
You smile like I'm properly laughing his ass off.
Oh yeah. He does this to me all the time. Y'all just aren't around to hear it.
Look, it is not my fault that my friend is.
No, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go back to the 70s and I'm gonna get their platform shoes and I'm going to wear them.
Do you know what happened? Do you know what happened once, Felix? We were in a shopping place and I lost her because she was so small she fit into the coat racks and I couldn't see her again. It was really weird.
I hit on purpose.
10 Point leans
And I'm
over.
No. And remember when you walked by, I jumped out and scared the bejesus out of
Yeah.
you.
She was that fucking small that she actually fit perfectly into the fucking thing, so you actually couldn't see where she was. It was perfect camouflage.
She's smiling, very proud of herself on that.
Yep. In regards to he does this all the time, 10 Point will helpfully lean over for Felix's benefit, and inform him, quietly as if this is a secret. It's not actually a whisper, but he whenever she's coming over, he moves the Pop-Tarts up to the second shelf and asks her to get him for him.
I do.
Firm nod.
What a dick!
I mean, you see, Felix, I like to challenge seriously, you see. So that
I
makes she
see.
grows both mentally but also physically. Do you know?
Physically.
Physically.
Yeah.
Do you know? Because if she makes that effort every day to stretch, she might actually expand. Do you know?
She gets plenty tall when she wants to, buddy.
I know she does, but it's quite adorable to see it when you think about it. Big wink over at Saoirse.
She shakes her head. She just smiles.
Do you want a pumpkin spice curly Q?
Blink. Yes?
Oh no, that was to Aiden. His curly.
Curly Q. Oh, Jesus. Sorry, I'm used to her having the giant hair.
The dramatic, the curl, the afro curls turn and advance on Felix.
And it fits!
No.
It knows you're afraid.
Sir.
Turn. What you say about my hair?
I will not be harassed.
As the curls vibrate angrily.
No, sir. I need more water here, please.
No, the more you throw water at these things, the more they absorb, and they fucking absorb out like a proper fro, so they just consume you eventually, Felix. You're
Yeah,
fighting
head
losing battle.
sponge. Head sponge
Yeah.
over here.
Yeah.
I need
You're
some
just
knowledge in a cup.
You're just jealous because you can't have curls like mine.
I don't want curls. I don't want hair.
But you have nice hair.
Oh, thank you.
No problem. Reaches over and like does the awkward touching of the face.
No, not more of that. Stop it.
It feels so nice though. You have nice stubble.
With my stubble. Don't like people touching
Feel it seriously. Like you can grab Saoirse's hand and like feel Felix's stubble.
She'll be like, oh, that's actually really nice.
It's really smooth, Felix.
This is pretty apt.
Here, come here, 10 point. Like you can grab 10 Point's hand, just like rub Felix's underneath the chin as well.
So everybody in this store or in Starbucks is seeing 3 people rubbing Felix's face. But none of them want to actually go near these people, and they don't understand why. But you know, wow, this is amazing.
Oh,
See,
God.
so you're like a little teddy bear, Felix.
Hey, hang on a second. I can do this.
I believe in
I
you.
want to see what he's putting up.
Just move it over his head. Like just replace his current head with this head.
No, you get both.
both those looks. Yep. Yeah. Felix is probably thinking, "I hate you guys right now."
It's like even the like little scratches.
I'm
as well,
imagining
like,
the Eric Cartman voice. I hate you guys.
like finally, after doing the little like mini scratches where like rubs his fingers along Felix's beard, you're like a teddy bear, Felix. If you would like it, really.
Do you want me to find you a nice apartment when we move out?
There'll be a time when you miss. There'll be a time when you miss my beard scratches, Felix.
Saoirse's gonna nod and she's gonna say, "I squishy in all the right places."
As his wife, you should know that, Saoirse. You know,
Of course. She
We don't-
nods.
And he just points at her and looks down and points down. We don't talk about my squishy places.
Well, I'm sorry. She'll feign shame. I'm so sorry.
Trouble in paradise. You know, Zayden is walking forward toward her.
Heathens.
Have you leaning over to Saoirse? Have you found the real squishy bit he likes? He gets really ticklish.
She just nods.
What do you know about my ticklish squishy bits?
I know all about your ticklish squishy bits.
You don't know anything about my ticklish squishy.
I know
Get
all
outta
about
here.
your. I know all.
No,
about
you
your-
don't.
I do.
No, you don't.
I do.
You do not.
I do.
You do not.
I do. I've even seen you squirm around.
No, you haven't.
Yeah,
No.
I've seen you squirm around. You make all these cute
No.
noises and everything. It's adorable.
No, it's no.
It's adorable.
It-
Looks over at Saoirse. You're his wife. You should know this. Isn't it adorable?
It's very adorable.
See? I even have your wife as backup, Felix.
Yeah, I know.
There you go. Pats
Thank you.
Saoirse's. He goes
Thank
to
you.
put his arm around Saoirse, but then realizes she's a lot shorter than he is, so he just pats her head.
Thanks, honey.
She smiles. Of course.
Even 10 point will discover your squishy bits. Won't you?
She kind of like snaps a glance back, like the eyebrows shoot up, like, what?
Felix is very squishy. Certain bits he gets really ticklish and he makes all these noises. It's just quite adorable.
If you say so.
It's like a startled koala.
What? No.
A startled koala. Have you ever met a koala?
I've watched it on Animal Planet.
You don't know what a koala is? Saoirse's gonna pull out her phone and Google it real quick and show it to 10 Point.
10 Point is now delighted with this screen because it has many small teddy bears on it.
But they're not as nice. They're not as nice as they look. Koalas are actually very vicious.
Slow ahead, can't.
You slowly look over at Felix.
Hey, no, the attention's on the koalas now. Fuck off.
But they are adorable, and I would like to squish one. Squish, squish.
Why don't you buy her koala, Felix? Like whisper over at her. I mean, she's her wife.
Felix just fucking looks at the barista and is like, hi, I'd like one venti mocha fucking give me some coffee shit with some whipped cream and I want chocolate and caramel.
Give me some coffee shit.
She wants one with pumpkin.
10 Point observes this ordering process and looks taken aback.
I want a pumpkin spice latte with a shot of chai and some chocolate in it, please.
That.
I get them frappuccino things with iced coffee. Oh, seriously, you should buy her koala. She'd love it. I mean, you're married, Felix. Come on, got to earn that. You know, he like even puts like the hip motion and like pushes forward like he's gyrating.
Iris, what do you want? What do you want?
I don't know what she got. Kind of gestures to Saoirse.
Yes, you'll love it.
Another pumpkin spice chai chocolate. Fucking, you'll get a tip. Thanks.
Or you could buy her a lion, matches her hair and everything like that, Felix. See? Where would you be without me?
Stop telling me what to do today, Aiden.
I haven't done anything. I'm merely advising you. I do not know why you're being so aggressive.
Oh.
Look, she's small and angry, Felix. You gotta approach this tactically.
What?
Look at her. He'll turn and look at Saoirse.
This is not the Discovery Channel. We're not pointing out koalas in the wild.
But look at that, small and angry. You gotta take it slow, Felix. Approach it like you're approaching. Approach it like you're approaching Animal Planet.
What? Because I have to approach my Animal Planet.
Approach your woman like an Animal Planet documentary, and you'll be fine. Just beware; she might hit you with a spoon.
I know how to handle my women. Thank you very much, sir. In fact, you learned from me, if I remember correctly.
That was one time. But who knows Saoirse? One time. Who knows Saoirse more than me?
It was 2 times. Thank you very much.
It was twice. It was once.
It was 2 times.
It was once.
Twice.
But we're not talking about me here, Felix. We're talking about you.
Oh yeah, you'd fucking love that, wouldn't you?
We are talking about you approaching an Irish woman the proper way, Felix.
I don't know what you're talking about. I think we should discuss.
In fact, how are the twins doing? Did you show them around New York? Like eyebrows and arrow?
They went the fuck home. No,
You didn't show them around New York?
Yes, I showed them around New York, and I had to fucking stay in a hotel with them.
You stayed in a hotel? You stayed in a hotel? What? Did you really?
Not in the same room. Don't do that.
You silver-tongued devil, Felix. He's taking his order.
That would be very painful. I'll have you know.
I'm just saying, Felix. Yeah, I'm just saying. The Irish women seem to like you. It's because you're cuddly, Felix. You're cuddly. That's all I'm saying. You're cuddly. Great spoon in hand.
Oh my god.
Hands that are built to be spooned with. Do you know what I mean? Felix?
Finally found a way to derail me. Well played. Well played.
The real VIP of the scene.
God damn it.
Do you know, Felix? Like, you like put your hands around them, and it's like it's just natural spoonage.
Oh,
So, like-
you want to talk about putting hands? All right. And then like Felix makes a slow motion towards Aiden's neck with his hands, and he goes, "Put my hands around your throat."
Don't you like straighten up? Don't talk about that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, well, do you know what I'll start doing? I'll start talking like Marcel.
All right, fun, fair.
You know, I start talking like this, Felix. You know, even does
I said fair.
yeah, you don't like that, do you? Yeah.
I said fair. We had a deal.
Saoirse's
I was
looking
just
at 10
complimenting
point,
your
shaking her head like, I don't know.
I was just complimenting your spoon and hands, Felix. I don't know why you're getting so aggressive at me.
Someone has somehow accidentally found videos and is now watching koalas, carrying baby koalas, and is completely enthralled with the phone.
Yes. Saoirse's fine with that. She can keep her phone watching koala videos.
They turn back, look over at Saoirse. Did you appreciate his spoon and hands?
Felix
I appreciated them very much. I
kind of wiggles his fingers a little bit.
Like when you look at the chest area as well, like it looks like you could just flop in there, like a
It's
bed of silk.
it's very floppable.
I don't know what you're talking about, Aiden. We've cuddled
That's
before.
so weird. Flop.
I know we've cuddled. It was great. I'm just complimenting.
Thank you. You were also
Good.
fantastic.
I know. Oh, I know. I'm always fantastic, Felix. Takes a sip of his drink.
2 is finally glancing up and looking very puzzled.
Saoirse can vouch.
Saoirse just shakes her head. Saoirse
Cuddles up
just
someone
shakes
else.
her head and is like, "You don't even." Just
My cuddles are something else, aren't they,
Look.
Saoirse?
your cuddles
I'm
are
like a
very
fucking-
nice.
I'm like that. Was that? I don't know. I'm like one of them fucking.
When I'm feeling sad, I just get Aiden cuddles and it's all better.
Exactly. I tell her it's okay to be small. It's all right. We live in a big world. Not everybody's small in that way.
I might be small, but I've probably got enough fire for all of us. So just
Exactly. You know.
just sticks out her head. It just sticks out her tongue.
Exactly. Yeah. You have enough anger in you to be 7 foot, not 4 foot. So it's fine.
I am not 4 feet. I am 5'3". Thank you very much.
Really? Jesus.
Wow.
You look smaller, Saoirse. Have you been shrinking lately?
She's gonna straighten up as far as much as she can, and she's gonna reach up and stick her finger in Aiden's face. Be like, "Stop it right now!"
Oh shit! She's gonna blow Felix. Look, watch. It's like a miniature volcano.
Oh hey, look, the coffee is ready, and she's just gonna grab hers and start drinking, sipping it. Like,
Yeah, I'd stop now if I were you. Coffee may smell amazing on your clothes, but doesn't feel great.
Just take a sip. I don't know what you're all so angry about. I'm having a great time. You should do this more often.
we should. I agree. No, this has been fun.
Should we, Felix?
Yeah, well, you're lucky I had this, he looks at his watch, 2 hours in before the big meeting. Speaking of which, I was talking to, what the fuck do I call her while we're out here?
Morgan.
Morgan.
Morgan. Okay. I was talking to Morgan, and she's not going to be able to make it today. Do you want to come?
She's not going. Suddenly, all that smile will die off his face.
There's a thing.
not-
Yeah.
Yeah, I know the thing. She's not going to it.
She can't make it.
I'll
And
go.
as soon as Aiden deflates, 10 promptly pops her head up from the phone, as though, Many voices cried out and then were silenced at once. And then, kind of blindly offers it back to Saoirse.
Yeah, Saoirse will take it, and she actually, sensing Aiden's deflation, and she has her own opinions about that too. She suddenly turns a bit more serious, and she'll put her phone in her pocket.
I'll go. Yeah. No problem.
Alrighty, good. It's kind of important, so.
Yeah. Just nod.
Don't know if she kept you in the loop, but
She did.
okay. I'm organizing the big move.
Was that the thing you talked about at the meeting?
Yes. Though I have a more cohesive plan now. I went over with the boss and Will.
Cool.
Mm.
Yeah, no, that's all I need to know. Yeah.
Yep. I hope no one's pissed at me.
No, not you, Felix. Don't worry, you're grand.
Okay.
Yeah, just he kind of looks at 10 Point, kind of scratching his head through the pack and goes, how the fuck am I going to say this?
And in return is, say what, Ryan?
You could just give her a stare. Just annoyed at something, not you though. You're fine.
And she'll, slip in and kind of nest up, side to side, arm hooked around again. Just to be a reassuring presence. And, does also look to Felix. We have no reason to be mad at you. You've done nothing wrong. It's something we'll have to, talk about back home.
Yeah, probably best. Yeah.
I know I know not everyone was ready for that suggestion and these plans. So.
Oh no, it's something like that. You're fine. You look over. We'll sort that. And we should head back. Yeah. Aiden scratch the back of his head, looking a bit more resolved and quite somber. Start heading out, sipping his coffee.
Saoirse just nods at Aiden. He knows her opinions. They've talked about it.
Yeah, no, it's just like I'll head back and get ready.
Well, whatever it is, I hope we'll talk about it soon. So.
Yeah, I'll keep you in the loop. We'll just nod.
Mm-hmm.
It'll just be easier to talk about, back home. Back at the house.
Yeah, sorry.
Little
We should just...
Crin.
So I guess they all head back then?
Yeah.
I what?
No, abandoning that thought.
Okay. Then yeah. Then the group can come together and and start the probably not too long walk back to the park. Looking like, trendy normal people, all chilling with their Starbucks and their shopping bags. Yeah. And with that, as they head back to Sept to prepare for this meeting, we will say thank you, players, for playing. Thank you, watchers, for watching. And we will see you next time in another thrilling episode of Who Let These Assholes Go Shopping in Public? Why did they do that? No, seriously, that's what it's an episode of. Quit.
Who?
As soon as my mouse decides